Imagine if Darth Vader somehow showed up in Hogwarts.
Wait, the guy who chokes people for fun?
Could the Force stand against magic, and would Voldemort and Vader team up?
Yeah, because that's exactly what the wizarding world needed. Another Dark Lord.
Hi everyone, I'm Sheldon, and today on ScreenRant, we are dropping Darth Vader into the wizarding world.
And look, we know what you're thinking.
So how would Darth Vader even arrive in the wizarding world? Alright, so the short answer is magic. After hearing about the Seer Sybil Trelawney prophecy, Voldemort could still kill Harry's parents in an effort to derail his prophesized defeat.
Even in this fantasy, James and Lily can't get a break, huh?
Okay, well, Harry wouldn't be Harry if it weren't for that tragedy, right?
That checks out. Go on.
Yeah, but in this scenario, the Dark Lord wouldn't really just stop there. After all, apart from Harry, many others were born at the end of the 7th month and had other qualities that fit the prophecy.
Like Neville Longbottom. Yeah, the prophecy's kinda murky in the first place.
So instead of guessing who he needs to kill, Voldemort needs another way to narrow down his fated rival. So Voldemort would do what he does best.
Lose a fight to a teenager?
Yeah, but no. He turned to the darkest and most forbidden magics for a solution. In his desperation, Voldemort unearths a way to summon the Chosen One, wherever he may reside. Thinking that he will summon a helpless boy, Voldemort surrounds himself with a handful of his trusted Death Eaters.
My favorite ones are Snape and Bellatrix.
Yeah, I know that, Rumi, but the point is prophecies and divinations are not always so clear-cut. Instead of Harry or Neville, Voldemort summons a different boy who was born as the 7th month dies.
Oh, okay, I see where this is headed. But wait a second, we don't know what month Anakin was born.
Exactly. So it's possible he was born around that time.
I'll allow it.
In a grand flash of light, a portal to a different galaxy opens, and out walks Darth Vader in all his glory. One which the Dark Lord will mark as an equal, but also has the power that the Dark Lord knows not.
Man, I just love prophecies.
Okay, so immediately Voldemort draws his wand at Darth Vader. Crucio, he shouts, throwing the so-called torture curse to subdue his would-be killer.
Anyone who catches that spell will feel a pain they've never known before.
Yeah, but this is Anakin Skywalker. From his transformation into Vader, every living moment inside his suit, Anakin has trained himself to channel pain into strength. So while Vader may let out a grunt, he immediately recovers to face Voldemort again. Impressive, Vader says.
Wait, can I do Vader?
Okay, why don't you give it a crack?
It is almost a pity that you have to die.
That was weirdly really good. Okay, anyways, surprised that someone could not just survive the torture curse, but shake it off like nothing, Voldemort raises his wand again. Avada! But before he can finish the spell, the Dark Lord suddenly finds his throat being choked by an unseen force.
Force choke, right? Oh, but Voldemort can cast non-verbal spells,
So, inside Vader's head, he hears Pestis Insidium, and suddenly a giant glowing serpent envelops the room with fire.
One of Darth Vader's only weaknesses.
Yeah, breaking the Sith Lord's concentration, Vader survives by shielding himself with the Force. But when the fire's gone, so have Voldemort and his Death Eaters, escaping to fight another day.
Yeah, I can see that.
Darth Vader would see Lord Voldemort as his rival. Now there would be two Dark Lords in the wizarding world, but an alliance between them would be impossible. Voldemort saw himself as a god, a superior being in every way, destined to dominate the worlds of wizards and muggles alike.
He was pretty confident for a half-blood.
Rumi, I don't think you should
I'm just saying, Anakin was born into slavery. He had a rough childhood, kinda like famous half-bloods like Harry Potter and Tom Riddle.
Okay, so while Vader may respect Voldemort's ambitions, he would scoff at the Dark Lord's fears upon probing his mind, especially his insecurities towards Harry Potter. Likewise, instead of an ally, Voldemort would see only hatred and a thirst for power inside Anakin's twisted mind.
There'd be no secrets between them. They can both read each other's minds.
And Vader is just as big of an egomaniac as Voldemort. Vader would interpret his arrival into the wizarding world as his destiny, basically adopting Voldemort's goals of attaining absolute power. In fact, in a world without Luke or Padme, Vader would have no reason to reject the dark side and return to the light.
What, no prequel trilogy? Say it ain't so.
So although they do have a lot in common, Voldemort and Vader would probably be enemies, and rather than confronting Voldemort head-on, the Sith Lord would plan to remove Voldemort, similar to how his own master dealt with threats. If Vader would become the sole unchallenged Dark Lord of the wizarding world, then he needs some allies.
You mean a Sith apprentice?
Darth Vader would try to use Harry against Voldemort. Okay, so as a scholar and fanatic of the dark side, Vader would see magic as a mere extension of the Force, and wizards as potential Sith apprentices.
I mean, wands are just like ancient lightsabers, right?
Personally mentored by the very best Sith Lord in the galaxy's history, Vader would move into the shadows just as Palpatine and Voldemort did, and upon reading the minds of certain students in Hogwarts, Vader would zero in on the most promising prospect for his apprentice, Harry Potter. After all, not unlike Voldemort or Snape, Harry had a tumultuous childhood.
Yeah, I already said that.
And Harry also raged for vengeance against the wizards who killed his parents. This was exactly what Albus Dumbledore feared about Harry, that he had the potential to become a villain as much as a hero. So while the Hogwarts community would try to steer Harry towards heroism, Hogwarts isn't exactly equipped to handle a Sith Lord, especially one who'd already seen Voldemort's goals realized at a galactic scale.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Darth Vader would secretly mentor Harry Potter. Armed with magic tomes and the knowledge of the wizarding world, Vader could access certain Sith powers that he previously couldn't.
Like influencing dreams.
Yeah, so this would start with Harry having reoccurring nightmares about his parents getting killed. Eventually, during one of these dreams, Harry hears a deep, booming voice instructing him to sneak away from Hogwarts and avoid getting detected.
And Harry would jump on this call to adventure.
In a cave now forgotten to the residents of Hogwarts, Harry Potter and Darth Vader meet for the first time. "Are you a dark wizard?" Harry says.
No,
Replies Vader.
but I can give you the power to face your greatest fear.
Harry says, "What do you mean?"
And that's when Vader drops his pitch.
Join me, Harry Potter, and together we will destroy he who remains.
As Vader trains Harry in wielding the Force, Vader learns dueling and wand lore from Harry, and in turn teaches Harry dirty tactics against Voldemort. Preoccupied by the threat of the Dark Lord, even wizards like Dumbledore, Snape, and Professor McGonagall would be unable to detect Vader's presence.
Yeah, maybe they'd sense some kind of a disturbance.
In time, Harry's understanding of the Force allows him to surpass his classmates, yet instead of protecting his friends, Harry's consumed by a simpler singular goal, destroying Voldemort. Harry Potter could be consumed by the dark side. In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Voldemort notably used the Elder Wand to cast the killing curse on Harry.
But with the wand refusing to kill its true master, the curse killed Voldemort instead.
Yeah, so Harry's final battle with Voldemort would play out in the same way, but with a twist. This time Harry and Vader would have planned out this deception from the very beginning. So when Harry disarms Draco Malfoy and claims the Elder Wand, Harry then allows it to fall back into Voldemort's hands.
Okay. So from there, all Harry would need to do is wait for Voldemort to attack.
And like in the ending of the movie, Harry also explains all of this to Ron and Hermione, but instead of relief, they'd be horrified at Harry's sense of satisfaction over finally achieving vengeance. Moreover, rather than destroying the Elder Wand, Harry would announce himself as its master.
There's the twist I was waiting for.
Right? And only then would Darth Vader reveal himself to Hogwarts. The Dark Lord is dead, but in his place are a Sith Master and his apprentice, each destined for some higher purpose. Yet this wouldn't be the end of the story. Harry could still return to the light side. As the sun shines on the ruins of the Great Halls at Hogwarts, Vader makes his presence known. Rumi, would you mind?
You have outdone yourself, apprentice.
Says Vader to Harry.
And now comes your real test.
Vader motions to Ron and Hermione.
Slay them, leave everything behind, and only then can you realize your true power.
However, Harry refuses. "No, this is not what we agreed on." And then Vader replies,
If you are too weak to see the truth, allow me to show you.
Finally, Vader draws his red lightsaber and then swings it towards Ron and Hermione. Yet instead of Harry's friends, the lightsaber strikes the Elder Wand. Blocking Vader's attack, Harry tells his master, "I said no!" Harry raises the Elder Wand and then unleashes Force Lightning against his former master.
Holy Sith!
We're trying to get monetized here, okay?
Sorry.
Anyways, at first Vader easily blocks the lightning with his lightsaber, confident in his abilities against a fledgling Force user. However, with the Elder Wand enhancing Harry's attack, Darth Vader's lightsaber eventually breaks. Meanwhile, Harry's body begins to burn like many dark side disciplines.
Force lightning takes its toll on the user. That's That's why Palpatine was the greatest and ugliest Sith Lord.
Amplified by the Elder Wand, the lightning burns Darth Vader in a grand explosion alongside Vader. Harry's right hand disintegrates as the Elder Wand explodes.
Hey, that sounds kind of familiar too.
So in the end, Harry still saves the day, but after his brush with the dark side, his missing hand and burns, well, they serve as a reminder of the time a Sith Lord nearly invaded the wizarding world. Okay, now, but what do you think? How do you see things changing if Darth Vader wasn't Harry Potter?
And again, are wands just ancient lightsabers?
Tell us your thoughts in the comments. Keep watching Screen Rant. Once again, I'm Shell. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.